Hey everybody, this is Matt here again with Shaving the Day, and we're going to do something crazy today. So I have this soap, Scots Pine Sheep from Stirling, and I don't have the matching aftershave. And so sometimes when I have a soap without a matching aftershave, I struggle to find something that will pair well with it. So I was curious, and I looked up online what scent notes tend to blend well with pine, because I don't have any pine scented aftershaves. So what I found was that there's quite a few, and that I have several different soaps that either incorporate those scents or are just specifically that scent. And some of the main ones that I found were sandalwood, rose, lavender, lemon, lime, and bergamot. And so I have a lot of soaps and aftershaves that incorporate those. So today we're going to be doing a crazy soap mashup involving one shaving soap and 4 shaving creams all lathered together. And I will be using, apart from the Scots Pine Sheep, Piccadilly Shaving Company Sandalwood. I have a couple sandalwood creams, and this is my favorite. I'll be using TOBS or Taylor of Old Bond Street Rose Shaving Cream, TOBS Lavender Shaving Cream, and TOBS Lemon and Lime Shaving Cream. And to incorporate the bergamot, I'll be using Bergamot Lavender Aftershave Splash from Stirling and Duke Cannon Aftershave Balm, which is bergamot and sandalwood. So we're going to see how well all of these things pair together. I have them all in this timeless bowl. You can see in the middle is the Scots Pine Sheep, and I have more of that than some of the others because I want it to be kind of the star of the show. And then in the back there is the lavender, there's lemon lime, rose, and then on the other side is the sandalwood. So I'm going to wet my face and then I'll start to lather these and we'll see how it goes. So really quick before I start lathering, I'm going to be using my Maggard's blue-handled synthetic brush, and I'll be giving the Gillette Heritage Razor another go with a Wilkinson sword blade in it. Alright, so I've never done anything like this I've done 2 soaps together. I've never done 1 soap and 4 creams, so to get this lather correct, it's going to be pretty tricky, and we'll just see how it goes. Soaps normally don't need as much water creams don't normally need as much water as soaps. So to get the ratio right might be a little tough, but I'm going to use it no matter what. And I'm not a perfumist, so, I don't know what blends well together normally. I mean, I have ideas and probably write about some things, but just smelling this in the bowl, it already smells just incredible. Like, I could see how these would blend well together, and I think once I start lathering it, the scent is just going to come off really strong, and I think it's going to be a winner. Hopefully I'm right. So got my brush wet and I'm going to start lathering here. Normally I like to use my Stirling collapsible bowl, but sometimes the nubs are too tall and they get in the way if you push a soap down too far in the bottom. And so I decided to use this timeless bowl because you really have access with the brush to all of the different soaps and creams. Wow, that smells amazing. I'm definitely picking up those floral scents and the sandalwood coming in strong with the pine. And then you just get that hint of lemon lime. And it's just like a really fresh, outdoorsy scent, 2 different, like a pine and then a woody scent, which is also kind of creamy. And then you got the rose and the lavender for the florals, and then the lemon lime to just kind of freshen it up. And it really smells nice. I gotta add more water to this. So the creams really just took in the water right away. You can see they're already distributed evenly around the side. And the soap that I pushed into the bottom, I'm really making sure I go over that spot a lot to pick up as much of it as I can. Because it is a strong pine scent, but it can be overpowered by the other 4 creams that I have in there. But you know what? It's actually turning out to be a pretty nice lather so far. I really haven't added much water. You can see the peak sticking out the side there. I'm just going to add a little more water and I'll call it good to shave with. Just really going to try and pick up as much of that Stirling Scots Pine Sheep soap as I can. And this is kind of inspired by Aaron from AA Shaves, because he's been doing a lot of soap combinations, and he's picked some really interesting combinations that I wouldn't have thought of, that I'm sure actually do blend well together. So if you're interested in that, give him check out his channel. He really has some great content, and he's a good guy. So yeah, subscribe to him, comment on his videos. I'm sure he would love to engage with you guys. And wow, look at this. I mean, I used a ton of cream and soap, like much more than I needed to, because I just wanted to make sure that I had plenty to blend together. And I used even more just the soap than I needed to get a full lather for 3 passes. So this is really plenty, and it's coming off nice on the brush. So we're just going to start lathering here. Wow. I mean, wow, this is like not sensory overload, but like these just pair so nicely together. Like it smells like nature, but like in the best way possible, like the purest, like essential oils of all of your favorite floral and woody and citrusy scents coming together. And it really is a nice lather too. I am a fan of this. I don't think there's any of these scent notes that don't belong, or that I don't think there's any that make it not pleasing to your nose. Like, it's just really, really nice. I would shave with this again in a heartbeat. All right, we got that on there thick, and I'm excited to see how this performs, because there should be a ton of slickness in this. So we're gonna get started here, because it's been almost 9 minutes already. And again, I really enjoyed this Gillette Heritage razor so far. I've only used it a few times, but it's very efficient and smooth. Yeah, I mean, it's cutting through a couple days growth very nicely. And I'm just like, this smells like heaven. Like, this is just really, really, really a good combination. And I think I will do this again anytime I feel like I want to use that Scots Pine Sheep soap, because this is great. I would recommend this to anybody. I wasn't sure if there was going to be something that just didn't click with all the different notes going on. I didn't know if it would be too much going on, but it really, really just pairs nicely. I just tried a trick from Geo Fat Boy that I saw for shaving around the Adam's apple. I just swallowed and held the swallow, and it kind of makes your Adam's apple not protrude as much or disappear, and it actually worked. I really do like this Gillette Wilkinson sword blade. I think Ken Surfs uses it in the majority of his shaves, and I can see why he likes it so much. And since I'm the type of person that uses a blade normally once, because I just have so many, and I don't like to test to see how long they last, to be able to get a 100 pack of Gillette Wilkinson sword for like $6.50, that's crazy. This is definitely some slick soap combination. Need just a little more lather right there to get those pesky hairs. Yeah, much better. That was a great first pass. I don't really see any nicks or weepers, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to rinse off and then relather for the second. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see, but my cut from the shavette is healing up very nicely. I've been putting Neosporin on it, and it's almost back to normal. It's still visible, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a scar, so I'm happy about that. I gotta give this, another whiff. That just smells so good, guys. If you have any of these scents or something similar, I recommend just playing around with it and trying it, because this is just beautiful. And look at the lather too. It really actually turned out really nice. Thought it would be harder to get a nice ratio, but it's really a nice lather. All right, we're going to go across the grain now. Now my neck across the grain is kind of against the grain too. I think I have a mole right there that I cut open many times that I shave, and I really thought it was just kind of a reopened wound for a while, but I really think it's actually a mole, and then I keep going over it, so eventually it'll probably just get sliced off. And you know what, this time I am going to do 3 passes on my neck, even though I've been trying not to, just because I want to see how close of a shave I can get. Probably get irritation from doing too many passes, but it'll go away. Alright, I'm pretty darn smooth already, so I'm looking forward to see how smooth I can get after that last pass. Alright, we're going to lather up for the last pass, and you know, this just smells so good I can't say it enough, but it's definitely not like too overpowering of a scent. The strongest scent as far as projection from the soap is definitely the pine, but it's been diluted from all the other scents, so it's not like overly strong. I'm not like, you know, catching a whiff of it every second, but it's really, really, really nice, especially for this time of year. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna title this video to try and describe what I'm doing, because YouTube only gives you 100 characters in your title, and that is gonna be hard to convey everything, so I'll have to think about that. Alright, let's go against the grain. I'm gonna do a little skin stretching here. You can definitely hear the reduced feedback. Now that I'm on my third pass. Yeah, see some irritation on my neck already. Oh well. I'd rather have irritation than nicks or weepers, so it's nothing too bad. You know, there's so many really great soaps and creams out there that it's like the lines are blurred to try and figure out which ones are really superior or better quality, and everything that I've used here is great quality that, you know, I would welcomely use again. I would welcome them into my den and use them again, and recommend them to anybody. And I'm gonna leave my upper lip alone. But this is definitely like pretty darn close to BBS. I'm barely feeling any stubble whatsoever. So I'm super happy with that. I'm gonna rinse off, and then we'll see how the aftershaves pair well with all these scents. All right, guys, I just cleaned up. I used some alum and witch hazel, and there was, you know, a little bit of sting from the irritation, but I don't have any nicks or weepers. It's been the first time in a while that I haven't had that, so that's really nice. And we're gonna start with this Duke Cannon aftershave balm, which is sandalwood and bergamot, and it has some menthol in it, so that comes through too. But if you haven't tried this stuff, I just really recommend it. It's amazing. And I think it will pair well with everything. This is Bergamot Lavender Aftershave Splash, And it's kind of like a robust lavender, like comes through really strong, much more so than the bergamot. So that balm is probably going to mellow it out a little bit. I didn't put on very much, let me get a little more. Wow, that smells nice. And there's really no burn too, which is always nice. Unless you like the burn, which I do sometimes, but wow, I think that smells great. Everything just paired well together. I would do this again for sure. So it was a really nice shave. Thank you for joining me in that, and thank you to all my subscribers. The numbers continuing to grow. I'm really happy to have you guys watching the content, hopefully enjoying everything, and looking forward to making more videos for you guys. So again, thank you for the support, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.